HOA sold me useless land for $500. Then oil was found and they're bored. Tried to seize it back. My name is Daniel Carter, and 3 years ago, the homeowners association in my town sold me a piece of land for just $500. Everyone laughed when I bought it. The HOA called it worthless. The neighbors called it a swamp. Even my friends said I had wasted my money. But none of us knew that buried beneath that forgotten patch of dirt was something worth millions. And when the HOA discovered the truth, they would do everything possible to steal it back. It started on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. The HOA board had been trying to get rid of a narrow 50-acre parcel located behind the community golf course. The land was rocky, overgrown, and impossible to build on. At least that's what everyone believed. The HOA had inherited the property years earlier through a legal settlement. Since then, it had become a financial burden. They paid taxes on it every year and received nothing in return, so they announced a public auction. Only one person showed up, me. The HOA president, Karen Whitmore, smirked when she saw me standing there. "Daniel," she said, "you really want this useless land?" I shrugged. "For $500, why not?" The room erupted with laughter. Karen hammered the gavel. "Sold." That was it. $500. The deed was transferred and the property became mine. I didn't have grand plans. I simply enjoyed owning land. Sometimes I would hike there with my dog, Scout. Sometimes I would sit on a hill overlooking the valley and enjoy the silence. For 2 years, nobody cared about that property. Then everything changed. One morning, a geologist knocked on my door. He introduced himself as Mark Jensen. "We've been conducting regional surveys," he explained. "Your property sits directly above a significant oil deposit." I thought he was joking. Then he showed me maps, data, test results. The numbers looked unreal. The estimated value of the oil reserves exceeded $40 million. I nearly dropped the papers. For several minutes, I couldn't even speak. After Mark left, I sat at my kitchen table staring at the report. My hands were shaking. The worthless land everyone mocked had suddenly become the most valuable property in the county. News traveled fast. Within days, energy companies began calling me. Within weeks, local newspapers published articles about the discovery. And within a month, Karen Whitmore showed up at my front door. She wasn't smiling anymore. "Daniel," she said sweetly, "I think we need to discuss that land." I already knew where this conversation was headed. "The property is mine." Karen forced a laugh. "Technically, yes, but the HOA may have made a mistake during the sale." There it was, the first attempt. "The sale was legal," I replied. "We'll see." She walked away. 2 weeks later, I received a lawsuit.